Forget willpower. The samurai did. They built a mind fear couldn't touch. Deliberately, with a system, a samurai faced death without fear. Not born that way, he rewired himself. You've been rewired too, for comfort and the easy exit. And it's making you weak. This is the system that controlled their minds. The parts you can steal without a darkness. Most people wait to feel ready. The samurai never did. He didn't run on motivation. He ran on a code. Bushido, the way of the warrior. He governed how he woke, ate, fought, and carried himself. And a code doesn't care how you feel. Motivation is a mood. It comes and goes with the weather. A code is fixed. He didn't ask if he wanted to train. The question didn't exist. He trained because that's what a warrior does. Decided once, never reopened. That's the first secret. Discipline isn't a feeling you summon. It's an identity you're bound to. With the code set, the forging began. Through repetition, most people would call madness. He'd draw the same cut 10,000 times, then 10,000 more. He'd mastered it years ago. Now he was erasing the gap between thought and motion, until the blade moved before fear could speak. They had a word for this. Do the way of the sword, the brush, the tea. The idea was radical. How you do the smallest thing is how you do everything. He polished his blade, his posture, his breath, daily, obsessively. He understood what we've forgotten. You don't rise to the moment, you fall to the level of your training. Bravery wasn't a feeling, it was a habit. But here's where the samurai turns dark, where admirers look away. The code's deepest part wasn't how to live, it was how to die. There's a famous line from the Hagakure. The way of the warrior is found in death. He meditated on his own death every morning, picturing it, accepting it, so it held no power over him. A man at peace with dying cannot be broken, but the code went further. It demanded death. Lose your honor, and Bushido gave no forgiveness, only the expectation that you'd end your life rather than live dishonored. Absolute loyalty, even to cruel masters, even to lost causes. The code that had made him unbreakable owned him. His honor was never his. It belonged to the system. The samurai is two things: the peak of self-mastery and a warning of what happens when a code stops serving you and you start serving it. Quick question. Drop your answer below. If your honor demanded your life, would you have the discipline to obey, or the wisdom to walk away? If you're rethinking what discipline is, subscribe. This is a series on the hardest men who ever lived. Here's what it means for you and me. We have no code, no Bushido, no non-negotiables. We were handed the opposite of the samurai's world. Infinite comfort, infinite access, where nothing is demanded. And we feel it, soft, scattered, unforged, but you don't want to be a samurai. Their discipline was paid for in blindness. The code that erases you isn't strength. It's a beautiful cage that you want is different. The code you choose, your Bushido, non-negotiables you follow because they're who you've decided to be, and stay free to question because you chose them. The samurai inherited his code. You get to write yours, so write one, because history isn't just stories. It's the discipline we traded for comfort and forgot we ever had.